Everything that we do in our lives revolves around water, electricity, and we count on all of these things to work with no trouble. And when they go out, all hell breaks loose, right? And so we call our technician, our plumber, anyone that handles any of the systems, and we need them right now. And they really are the unsung heroes of our country and the backbone of our country. So what inspired us to start Rugged Mind and Body was stories of addiction, stories of poverty, stories of homelessness, and the fact that they got themselves out of that and built themselves up and became tradespeople, and this was something that really worked for them. But they don't talk about any of the stories behind how they got to where they were, and they've overcome it. Started talking with my partners, and I said, you know, you guys, we really need to bring this to light. We need to normalize it.
Our industry it's challenging right now with the lack of workmanship in there, and contractors, young people coming into the trades. The people that are already here are stressed and overworked. And so we just decided to take a stance and bring some more awareness to it, because everybody in our industry doesn't really know the significance of mental wellness and mental illness in the trades. So we wanted to bring some awareness through publications and through trade shows and through events like we're having tonight at Top Golf, to just bring people together and build a community and more awareness about mental wellness.
Mental health and wellness is not normalized, right? And so it's not discussed. And these people are supposed to be rugged, and they're supposed to just, you know, kind of suck it up and do it and get the job done. And then, you know, they go home and, you know, they have to face their home and their family and deal with all of that as well. And some of them just might not have the tools to do this. So some of what we're doing is just little tips and tools just to help on a daily basis.
And we're trying to put a positive spin on it and trying to create mental wellness and what you can do to help your body and your mind stay focused, which is going to help you at work, and time management, and which is all going to create a positive outlook, not for the individual also, but for the company that they work for. Contractors will come up to us and say, what a great thing that you guys are stepping up to the industry, bringing light to, you know, mental wellness and doing your part, and we can't wait for the next event. When is it coming to town? You know, all this and that. It's very positive feedback.
I want to just say that Cintas was one of our first sponsors, our first Vanguard sponsor, and without Cintas, we could not have had the success that we have had. So I just want to extend my genuine gratitude to Cintas.
Just the support, and hopefully more and more companies will step in and see the value in this as we continue down this road.
Our hopes for influencing the industry long term is just making it something that is normalized, that's talked about, that no one feels shame, and we're going to do it in many different ways, many different avenues, and we're going to use all the tools that we have at PHCPPros to get the word out.
That would be my goal, is for it to just build to that point where we can have a convention and bring thousands and thousands of people in instead of just a couple hundred, because this industry is the greatest industry in the world. You know, it's so vital for everything that we do in our lives, and you know, it's a great opportunity for young people to come in, make a great living, earn a lot of good money, and work their way up to hopefully owning their own contracting firms and wholesaling firms throughout the industry. But we've got to make it a healthy environment, positive, and you know, business owners have to do that and create that environment in their own shops, and it starts one at a time throughout our country.
I really loved the event, you know, and you know, I got a ton from it. You know, it was awesome.
Well, there's a lot of takeaways. It's amazing that so many of us don't have balance, work balance. We're off balance, probably working too much and not focusing on other things in our lives that are so important.
I think it was a worthwhile endeavor coming out here and learn some things, and hopefully I can put them into practice.
Thanks, Cintas, for hooking me up with the free gear and supporting the trades.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Cintas, for sponsoring the event.